you ready? Are you pumped? Yes, I'm so happy to see all your beautiful faces. My name is Crystal. I'm from Cleveland. Maybe you've seen me here before, maybe you haven't. I work in radio, but my number one absolute favorite thing to do is watch cartoons. And Hazbin Hotel is the best. Don't we agree? Yeah. Are we all fans of villains here? Yeah. Who's your favorite? What do you like? Velvette. Yes? What about Val? We got Val lovers? I'm guessing some of you might like Vox. Yes? Well, let's bring them out. Lilli Cooper, Joel Perez, Christian Borle. These are no has-beens.
I got the solo seat.
Me too.
You guys are definitely not has-beens. You're has-now.
Okay.
I like
Has-nows.
that. Has-nows. How has your guys' day been? Did you guys come in today? Were you here yesterday?
I flew in this morning.
I got in last night.
Last night.
It's so great to be here.
Did you walk around at all? Get
yeah.
food?
Oh yeah. Saw a lot of sadness on Bourbon Street last night. A lot of poor choices being made by people young and old.
It's the place to do that, I think.
It's really wild.
Can you believe that New Year's Eve was last week? It was just a week ago. That last year was last week.
Oh yeah.
Just time has been flying. I really feel like it was a month ago. But so many people want to make resolutions when the new year starts. We tend to break them. So instead of a resolution, I wanted to know from you guys, what is something you're looking to have more of this year and something you want less of this year coming up?
Wow, I wasn't prepared for that.
I know, I
deep
started
question.
really thoughtful right away.
No, it's great. I know I want less noise. I have 2 little kids and it's just loud all the damn time. I just want some peace and quiet.
I want more rights in 2026. Love those. Big fan of rights. And I want less.
Maybe less gaslighting would be great.
Less gaslighting would be awesome.
That'd be really
less
helpful.
gaslighting in 2026. Yeah.
It'll be less bright then.
Yeah.
Not as much brightness.
Brighter.
Wow. You really brought it around.
Brought it around to Hazbin Hotel. Hazbin Hotel is the show that we're on. I don't know if people
Have you heard of it?
You heard of it?
Now you guys come from theater background, Broadway all day, baby. I absolutely love it. But Hazbin live on Broadway had to be really cool to see all these people dressed up as your characters in the audience, every which way you look, because I'm sure when you're playing Willy Wonka, for instance, there might not be a ton of Willy Wonkas in the audience.
It's true.
Is
Was
it-
there any Wonka cosplay?
I never saw any Wonka cosplay. Some accused me of being Wonka cosplay, and I was up on stage. And actually, I do have to say, the Hazbin concert was so exciting, and I had to sing a patter song that when we recorded it, I didn't have to memorize it. I was just reading it off the page. And so I was walking around like drilling my lyrics, and then I got out there on the day, and I was so excited by everyone in their cosplay that the lyrics just completely went out of my head, and I just screamed the F word, and then we had to do it again at the end of the night. So what's on the recording is actually the second time through. So
That's
thanks,
awesome.
everybody.
We were there. We got to watch it live. We got to watch
It was incredible.
the crash and burn live, which was really wonderful. No, it was incredible.
I want to hear how
But
bad,
actually-
how bad was it?
Honestly, I'm not even kidding you. I did not realize.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not realize.
And
I was
actually-
part of the
I was like, yeah, this is part of it.
And actually,
F-bombs.
I liked that it happened because it was all going way too well. Like, I was like, how are they doing this? Like, we truly, because when we record the show, we're not memorized. We have the music in front of us. You do multiple takes. You just like punch in. You're already do like 2 measures here. Oh, let's re-record just that little section. So the fact that everyone was just like doing it in one take, I was like, this is insane.
So someone had to come along
So
and
someone
lower the
had to be
expectations.
human.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
But honestly, sometimes it's nice to see, and obviously you didn't even could tell that something went wrong, but to see how somebody picks it back up in real time, how you just got right back up on the horse and jumped in it. And that really, I think, says a lot to your character and how you've developed as an actor throughout the years.
That's very kind of you to say. My favorite part of it was Amir, who plays Alistair, appeared up on the balcony, and the relationship between Alistair and Vox is very specific, and Alistair is very smug when it comes to relating to Vox. But the true smugness on Amir's face when he entered into that balcony and I had crashed and burned, I had shit the bed, and he walked out and he was like, "Let's begin." It was so satisfying.
Oh, for him, for sure. And you guys obviously love the performance and everything that was. What was your favorite part? Besides the F word.
Seriously though, seeing all the cosplay in the audience was something that was so surreal and something I'd never experienced before. We didn't sing, Joel and I didn't sing that night, but we got to be backstage, and I remember being in the wings looking out into the audience and seeing a Broadway theater filled with fans in cosplay, and it was unlike anything I'd ever seen before, so that was really an incredible experience. So cool.
I think even for us as audience members, to be able to see a show like this performed live, now the next step, really live action, that would be so superb, because we just never get to see that come to life in that way and really feel the emotions while you're singing it.
I also feel like when you're performing on stage, like, at least for me, I'm very aware of the audience. I think people, maybe some actors are like not aware of them, but I'm always like, who are we pretending? Like, there is no actual fourth wall, like I can see who's in the audience. And so if that audience was full of cosplay, I would just be so distracted. Like, I would not be able to actually focus on being in a scene with somebody. I'd be like, who the fuck is that? Like, why is there, what? There's a giant TV head in the audience? Like, what is that? And the cosplays were so good. They were incredible. So
Hazbin never ceases to amaze me. The fandom has been so incredible. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for the cosplay there. But like, when we walked out of the theater, we had to rehearse. We had to get into costume for the show, rehearse the show. Then we had to change into our fancy red carpet looks and leave the theater and drive like a block in a bus. But to see the people, I moved to New York in 1995, and I've never seen an entire city block just surrounded by fans in cosplay, like 3 people deep, around an entire city block in New York. It was so thrilling. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh yeah, I love that. I'll let you clap. I see you. I'll give you a second.
That's you, Alistair.
What would you say surprised you the most going from Broadway to voicing an animated series? How does it differ, and how does it relate?
I feel like, at least when you're doing a show, any live theatrical performance, there is a limit on how many people can actually see you perform. Like, there's a limit of like how many butts and seats how many eyeballs are actually watching you night after night, and even in the run of a show, there's like a very limited number of people who can see it. And so it's like the scale of animation and the scale of Hazbin, how it has like this global reach, is crazy, that like millions of people watch it. Like, you can do a Broadway run of a show and like a couple thousand people see it, and that's pretty impressive, but the scale of it is like just so huge that, and then when you're doing a Broadway show, you're doing that 8 shows a week. Like, your entire life is performing, and you're especially in a musical, you have to watch your voice, you have to take care of your body, you can't go out to a bar after and get wasted because you gotta like perform the next day. Like, there's a lot.
You can. You just have to really, really try hard. You have to commit to it.
For the next day.
For the next day, yeah. So there's that's the thing that for me is very like, it's still hard for me to wrap my head around sometimes, because like with Hazbin, like, we do, like, it's such little work for like huge reward, and then when you do theater, it's like your entire life is this thing, and then And then it's like the reward is like pretty good.
It's like decent. You know, you get some applause every now and then.
Yeah, it's okay.
And then it's over.
And then it's
What
over.
has been will kind of live on forever on the internet and everywhere, that you kind of will never get away from it.
Totally.
Until there is no internet. And then we'll all just eat each other.
Until the solar flares take out the satellites.
Yeah.
No, it's so we work on an episode for like 2 hours, and it could have been like years ago. So when we get questions about a season, like let's say season 3 or season 4, if we're on that season, then you're asking questions about something that we did for like 2 hours, like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So the delight of it is like when season 2 was rolling out, we were able to watch it with each other, and we hadn't worked on it for so long. We were like reminded of things that we'd done, and we got to see each other's work, and that's what's really fun, is getting to see, like the concert, getting to watch everybody else be amazing. And this cast is so incredible. And I like everyone to note that there's so little auto-tuning happening in Hazbin Hotel,
Yeah.
because
Love
everyone
it.
just goes into that booth and sings so
Sings your
beautifully.
face off.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
No, it's fantastic.
And I do, I also feel like theater is really useful for voice acting. Like, because you're, in the theater, you are kind of playing to the back row. It requires a kind of like muscular kind of performance that voice acting is the same. Like, you just gotta commit and go for it, and it feels like you're doing too much, but it's exactly right. And so it feels I feel like musical theater people are very well suited for voice acting.
What about you, Lilli?
Yeah, I think the biggest surprise for me is, well, all of the surprises within the show, because kind of what we were talking about, how separated the work is from that product, like the work from the actual art itself. The work happens in a booth for 2 hours, and then 2 years later, the season comes out. And, we don't actually, if we're not in an episode, we don't get that script, so we don't know what happens necessarily. So, like for season 2, for example, there were surprises that there were plot points that I didn't even know about. And that's the coolest thing about it. When you're in a show, when you're in a Broadway show, you're so deeply enveloped in that show and know other people's lines, like the whole thing front and back. But it's really fun to kind of have some surprises and secrecy to a project that you're a part of.
You're like, Liz Calloway is in this season?
Yes, yeah.
You're like, what? I had no idea. That's so wild.
Is it freeing to be on a show like this, where it's so raunchy and outrageous and outlandish? Like, is it freeing to do that when Broadway is so, scripted, and that you're following along the script? You kind of have no wiggle room to play around. Is it more freeing to do this, or do you feel it's similar?
I think it depends on show to show, because there's some shows on Broadway that are pretty raunchy, so it kind of depends on the product, and you do kind of have to find a way to keep it, but you still can't like deviate from what you rehearse, like what is locked in as at opening night. You kind of have to do the same show every night, but you find ways to keep it fresh and interesting, but you can't for yourself, right, and for your castmates, but there's something really fun about voice acting where like you just go for it. I'm like, I give you 4 different reads on this line. And then the show is so batshit that's like, I feel like my brain has been altered. Where I'm like, now I think things. I'm like, I never used to think this way. What happened?
You've been tainted.
I know. I've been corrupted. But it's great.
Is it hard to find a balance between that comedic and then this being very serious? Because I feel like your guys' characters are extremely serious, but there is this comedic undertone to it. Do you guys find these subtleties as you're finding inspiration on how to voice your character or how to play that character?
Well, we are master thespians, so going back and forth from the comedy to dramas is no challenge at all, I find.
My training has helped me.
has helped me quite a
The
bit.
truth is that my Dame Judi Dench. When she, I actually feel like our voice director is Richard Horvitz.
Amazing
You
man.
might know him as Moxie, or like, he's such an incredible, he's just a great actor too, and so it's nice to, because there are some takes that are a little sillier, and there's some takes that are really fucked up, and it's nice to, and then it's a nice surprise for us when the show actually comes out to be like, oh, those are the takes that they chose, because we don't know. You do have like in theater, you do have a bit more control or more awareness of like the arc of your character, and you sort of in rehearsal craft the story and like the beginning, middle, and end. Whereas with voice acting, you just provide them with lots of options, and then in the edit they kind of craft your performance, which is really cool.
And Richard and Viv are so close to the material, like they know, like obviously Viv knows where it's all going, but they've talked about it so much that when you're in the booth for like 2 hours and you give them a couple options, I personally love a line reading, and a line reading from Richard is gold. So just like, tell me how you want to do it if you have an idea, and they always have an interesting, different take on it than I had going into it. So some of my favorite box moments are just imitating Richard.
Yeah. Now, the story with Charlie, I mean, redemption is such a big part of Hazbin Hotel and what she wants out of hell. For your characters, if you were to be redeemed, what quality do you think that they would or should get rid of to be redeemed to go to heaven?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't think we can talk about that. It seems like the kind of thing you have to tune in and find out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a great question.
It is a very good question.
Oh, I like that dot, dot.
That is a very good question.
Everybody in here's watched season 2, correct? So unbelievably fabulous. What was your favorite song? Even if it wasn't a song that you sang or were part of or anything at all, what was your favorite song when you did watch the season through? Was there one that stuck out to you and went like,
I love Clean It Up. It's fabulous. Kimiko's so great on that. Hit it.
I love Losing Streak.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think that's just, outside of Hazbin Hotel, I think it's just like a beautiful song. And I listen to it all the time. And Blake sounds so good.
yeah.
It's like so pretty. Blake's voice is so stupid. It's so good. Ugh.
I mean, I love Gravity because it's one of those songs that I'm like, I never want to sing this. That's too hard. And that's what Jessica Vosk is for, to sing hard songs.
Piss is amazing, which is a sentence I would say almost every day. But in the context of this, it's the song, Piss is amazing. And Love in a Bottle.
You got a fan favorite out there. That was, you hit it right there.
Yet to meet Keith David. I'd love to someday.
You haven't met him yet?
No!
Me neither.
No?
No!
He's the best.
So
I met him at the New York City premiere of season 1. And I was like such a huge fan. I loved Gargoyles growing up.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see Gargoyles? Oh, so good. And he saw me, and I was wearing this like suit, this green suit, and he's like, nice suit, man. And I was like, oh.
That's
great.
so cool. I didn't hear about the season 1 premiere, but it would have
Oh,
been
you
fun.
didn't hear about it?
No.
No.
Came and went.
Famously,
Didn't even know
you're
that.
famously not on the internet.
Yeah,
so
I guess
probably
that's
why.
the only way you get invited. That's
Speaking of singing and keeping your voices healthy, what do you do to help maintain your voice? And could you teach us a little something? Like, what do you do before you get in the booth or before you step on stage? Do you have a "Mama makes me mash my M&Ms"? Do you have a something, or is there like your go-to on what you want to help loosen you up before you hit the stage?
Step 1, don't smoke. Step 2, hydrate.
Hydrate. Yep.
Step 3, yeah.
Yeah. Little
Yeah.
lip trills.
I love lip trill.
Yeah.
A box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits, and a biscuit mixer.
What is
That's a
that?
hard
A
one.
box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits, and a biscuit mixer.
Everyone, a box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits, and a biscuit mixer.
That's good.
Biscuits.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of hydrate. Somebody recently recommended Sour Patch Kids because it like helps you salivate a little bit, so like that helps lubricate the cords.
Lay's potato chips.
And
People swear
Lay's
by
potato
potato
chips.
chips. We're good for
That's
that.
the grease.
Greasy.
And sleep. You just have to like sleep. You gotta be. Yeah, it's hard when you're exhausted.
Yeah. I hit Bourbon Street, and then I just start vocalizing.
Right on Bourbon Street.
Although there's some insane singers on Bourbon Street. Like there's like live bands in all those bars. It's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. So you might maybe tonight.
We walked in Bourbon Street last night. My wife had never been, and I genuinely was like, "We're on Bourbon Street," like looking for a place. Like, let's go. Could not find a place that I wanted to go into.
You don't want a gigantic
You don't want
alcoholic
a frozen
slushy?
hurricane.
No, you don't want that.
Maybe 15, 20, 25, 30 years ago.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
No, I love it down there. It's so beautiful. The architecture is amazing. Just to walk around, and not even just go in, I just walk around throughout
So
the French
pretty.
Quarter.
Yeah.
It's just so much history here. And I swear that every food spot here is delicious. Everywhere I stop in, I'll go into this little dive bar. Amazing food.
Yeah.
Is there
Had
something?
a muffaletta today.
Wait, what did you get?
A muffaletta at Napoleon's.
Muffalata.
Listen, don't tell me how to pronounce your own food. Yeah, one of those. It was so
Muffalata.
freaking good.
Yum.
Highly recommend.
I want one.
What do you and your characters have in common?
Well, I am fierce, fabulous, beautiful, just like sexy, stunning. Right?
Well, I am fierce, fabulous, beautiful, sexy, stunning.
I'm selfish.
Aren't we all a little bit? Just a little. Honestly, Val is such a great character with those long legs.
I know.
Uber
He's so hot.
charismatic. I mean,
Val is so hot.
yeah, like you could be tempted so
Six
easily.
pack, like 12 pack.
12 pack.
If there was something
Like-
that you could steal from Val's wardrobe or Velvette, what would you take from their wardrobe and
Ooh,
put in real life?
season 2 he has a great new fedora.
Oh
He
yeah.
had like a great fedora. That was good.
You got a cape. You got one of your like kind of fur cape things crocheted by
Yeah,
a
so I made a
man last year,
crocheted,
right?
yeah, a crocheted coat.
Coat.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
It was
Yeah, yeah.
epic. I
Yeah,
was
it's
very
epic.
jealous.
That's awesome.
It's so nice.
Would you take something?
Well, I was gifted a blue cape today.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I kind of like his suits, like his party suit,
Sharp.
and then his like white tuxedo.
Yes.
I was delighted by those.
Yeah, the white one really caught me off guard. I didn't expect that. And then all of a sudden the white came out and I was like, okay, maybe I like this more than that
Yep.
darker
Pretty
suit.
thrilling. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
really pops.
It is something really cool about the design in Hazbin Hotel, especially with the VEE'S, because I feel like we all have so many different looks throughout the seasons that, like, usually in most animation, like, this is what the character looks like, and they're kind of dressed the same way the whole time. And I think Velvette, it's like
Velvette has
every
most.
time she's on screen,
Literally
she has a
every
different
scene.
outfit.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard
Which
to
is
choose.
crazy.
They're all so incredible.
And they're all so
And
good.
different hairstyles every time.
Yeah.
She has cornrows in the end. Love it.
So that was my, yeah, I think that was one of my favorite looks. Yeah.
That's what's cool, I think, about cartoons now, and cartoons like this, that to me isn't really a cartoon. I mean, it is so much more than that. Like, you used to watch Tom and Jerry, you could watch a one-off episode of Tom and Jerry. You didn't have to watch any other episodes. And now cartoons have developed these storylines and these story arcs that really, I would say, most of us can relate to at least one character and go, that's my favorite, I feel the same exact way. Like, how do you guys look at cartoons now? Do you see them differently than maybe you used to? Does this give you a new perception on maybe I'll start watching a few adult cartoons?
I've always loved animation, even
Yeah?
before Hazbin. It's like one of my favorite mediums. So it's a world I've wanted to be a part of for a really long time. So for Hazbin Hotel to be like the first one is incredible. But I also feel very spoiled because it's just so good.
Yeah, it is.
And I think like animation is such a cool mix of art and acting, and even I feel like as the voice actors we get so much praise, but like we're such a small part of the final product. We just voice it, and then there's so much more that happens to bring these characters to life The animators are so close to it. We got to watch some of season 2 with some of the Spindlehorse team that did all the animation, and like they knew the show by heart. Like they word for word knew everything because they're like pouring over shot after shot after shot. They're really like crafting what you all get to see, and so so many people have to come together to bring these stories to life. And I love that Hazbin has such a attention to detail. It's so maximalist. Like you could pause a frame and there's like so much to look at, and which I think is also so smart because then it requires people to rewatch it. Like, I'm gonna rewatch it and see what I missed.
That's what my friend Jacqueline and I were discussing earlier today, was if you miss a song in Hazbin, you miss a lot. Because there's so much going on in the animation throughout the song that's telling you a lot of backstory and things that are happening right now. And if you're not paying attention to all those details, you're probably gonna miss a little something. So it is very intricate.
Someone told me today that they paused on the weather map in Brighter and realized that it's the Chesapeake Bay, so that Vincent is from the Chesapeake Bay area. Like, that's okay. Good. That's how I was playing it. So
I said it could feel that.
Thank you.
Very Chesapeake Bay energy.
Thank you. Just a slight accent shift.
Yeah. He is the Chesapeake Bay.
Wow. And you were here.
Yeah.
If there was one thing that you guys would want people to take away from watching Hazbin Hotel, what would it be?
Don't be anything like the VEE'S. Make
Stay away
good
from,
choices.
Don't sign contracts.
read the fine print.
Read the fine print. No, I feel like I feel like Hazbin really, as a person who grew up queer and also incredibly religious, and is very disillusioned with that experience of growing up, I do feel like Hazbin really speaks to that community of people who are just like, wow, we were sold a lie, or like it's some of the standards that are put on us are impossible. Like everyone's set up to fail. Like no one is that good, no one is that perfect, and you're sort of like there's all these systems around you that are telling you you're not good enough. And I feel like that's been a really cool part, especially doing these conventions and meeting people and being like feeling so seen and understood by this show that the demons are a little more honest with themselves than the angels are, and then who gets to decide who's good and bad? Why do we agree with that? Why does society decide that this is good and this is bad? Who gets to make those rules? If people watch the show and walk away being like, I should reevaluate how I judge people, I think that's really, really beautiful.
Are we born wicked, or do we have wickedness thrust upon us?
Like, is it
What's
you
that
or your
from?
environment?
I just made that up.
It's so
Just made that up. Just
Yeah,
made that up.
thanks.
Wow.
Wow.
I have a few fan questions,
Oh,
if you guys
please.
would like. This is from Braden in Birmingham, Alabama. Wants to know, Christian, how did you prepare to voice Vox, and where did you draw inspiration from?
When I started voicing Vox, I didn't know what I was doing, and so somehow they seemed to like it when I was doing an impersonation of Will Arnett from Arrested Development. And so when I'm lost, I just think of Will Arnett. For everything, basically, when I'm voicing Vox and otherwise.
What would Will do?
Yeah, it all started with Will Arnett. A lot of the things that I've done in my career started with imitation. Like Martin Short, I started imitating Martin Short on a lot of stuff, and then you just kind of like somehow end up making it your own. So yeah, thanks, Will.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
What's that
I
from?
just made that
You
up.
did?
Yeah.
Just made that
Just
up.
now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was inspired.
Wow.
Heard it here first.
Wow.
This is from Madison in Jackson, Mississippi. Lilli, what was it like stepping into the role of Velvette and bringing herself to life?
The really cool thing about stepping into Velvette for me is I had never seen the pilot So I didn't really know the source material. I didn't know what it was coming from. I just saw a little sketch of her, you know, of an image of her. And the only description of her when I auditioned was that she is British and that she is a social media fashion mogul. And so I kind of thought of her as this, like, kind of Valley Girl, Cockney kind of thing, and then I just kind of ran with it, and it was a lot of fun to play around in the booth with it, so it felt like I was kind of, you know, creating her in a way, and it was really fun. Yeah.
She's like my Megan Thee Stallion of Hazbin
Oh,
Hotel,
yes. What a
because she's
compliment.
just so bad, but she's like so
she's a
good
bad
at
bitch,
it.
yeah.
But she's, I mean, just very fierce, I would say.
Yeah.
Like you do a really great job of making her come off kind of sassy and fierce, and like she kind of doesn't give an F, but she has so much power at the same time.
Right. I like to think of her kind of as my alter ego. Like, I wish I had that much confidence, you know what I mean? And I wish I could tell people off the way that she does. So I just like live vicariously through that.
Like, I love in Respectless that like you're on top of the table, and Velvette is so tiny, but she's
big.
like eating. She's just like, and she has like
dropping
little, like your
heads.
hips are moving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this fucking bitch, she's so good.
Tyler in Little Rock wants to know, Joelle, obviously Val is such a fun character. How did you kind of develop that character arc? Especially we get to see a lot more of Val with Vox.
I mean, it's interesting because it's funny to say, how did you develop that character arc? Like, I didn't. We kind of get like episode by episode. Every day it's sort of like, okay, this is what we're doing today. And actually, like, when I auditioned for the show, I was a pretty late cast member because I think they had been auditioning for a while and they just couldn't find someone to voice Valentino. And I had worked a little bit on Hell of a Boss, and that's sort of how I met Vivian, and then they brought me on to, at least to audition for Valentino. And so when I auditioned for it, it was mostly that scene when you first meet Valentino and he's just sort of like trashing his apartment because Angel just moved out. And so I just got to be very like sassy. I got to think of like what is a little bit of Ursula from The Little Mermaid, a little bit of Cruella de Vil, a little bit of RuPaul. It was sort of like, let me be he's like a bit of a drag queen. So it was fun to tap into that. And then like, so I was like, cool, that's what Valentino is. And I knew in the description that he was like very, he could turn on a dime. He's like, can be really charming, but then be really angry. And that was sort of like the description of him. And then when I read the 4th episode of season 1, where it gets really dark, I was like, whoa. Like, man, oof. Like, we're gonna go there, okay. And actually when we started reading it, when we started doing it, it was a little lighter, it was a little sillier. Like that same, he's fighting with Angel Dust was a little sillier. But then Viv and Richard were like, no, let's go there. Like, let's make it really serious and make it really dark. And I was like, okay, cool. And then so we went there, and it got really, really dark and dangerous. And so that was like, and then it really, when you watch the season 2, I feel like when you watch season 1, that's like right in the middle of the season, and I think it's a real cool turning point where you're like, whoa, this series is gonna go there. Like, it's not just gonna be silly demon, you know, potty humor. Like, we're gonna like, let's talk about abuse, and like, let's be honest about that. And so knowing all of that, and also in my personal life, like, this is my first time working on an animated series, so there was just like a lot of like, am I doing this right? Like, is this good? I don't know, are people gonna hate this? So then when we got to do season 2, I definitely came in with a lot less imposter syndrome and a lot more confidence and a lot more like, I feel like I understand this character more, and I got to see it and I know what we're going for a bit easier. And so that was, crafting season 2 was a bit easier to like, just go for it.
That is a cool thing to be able to reflect and look back and then go, okay, I know how to develop it from here.
Yeah.
I can see where the story is going and where I want to take this character, and to be able to do that, because some people don't get to come back. And you end it, and that's how it is, and that's how the character's laid out. You never get to try it again, and you get to kind of relive it again and go, you know what, I'm gonna ump the ante this time. I'm gonna make it a little bit more. And now looking at Val, I can see all of your inspiration immediately, not only in the character, but in the voice too.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, because then we can now look at it and rewatch it and go, that's Will Arnett, that's okay, that's RuPaul, okay. Like you can see those little bits of spark inside there. This question is for all three of you from Savannah in Mobile, Alabama. The music in Hazbin Hotel is incredible. What was the most challenging song to record? And then that's it, because she asked your favorite song as well. But was anything at all? Was there a specific line or anything that you felt was a challenge for you to record?
A lot of times we ask to record the songs first and then do the screaming later.
Oh, smart. Vocal cords, these are.
But one of the challenges in Brighter was that it sat a lot lower than a lot of my material. So it was kind of, on that day, I didn't actually do too much warming up. I just showed up and just was in the basement for the beginning of it. And that was fun.
Yeah.
And then I had to scream for the rest of the afternoon.
Anything hard for you guys to record or challenging that you felt like, let me redo that line again,
Yeah.
let me hit that one more time, I'm just not feeling it today?
Yeah, less hard and more like exciting challenge is that we are all singing on a lot of songs that our characters aren't necessarily in, because we're like doubling voices and being kind of ensemble background vocals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're using our voices for, most of the music. So, I'll learn a soprano line of something, and then they'll just ask in the booth, oh, can we hop up a third and throw a harmony on this? And can we try a little discant? Can we, can you riff on this? And it's really fun to just be in the booth and experiment and play around. And that's something that you don't get to do, certainly in theater, recording, albums for shows. So it's really fun to kind of see what we can come up with in the booth and play around. I really love that part of it.
Yeah.
You never asked me to riff.
Oh, I wonder why.
That's weird. Next time.
Talk to them about that.
They also do a really good job of preparing us.
Yeah.
They send us demos and like vocal tracks. You get to we're not just sort of showing up for the first time to record. There's a lot of prep work that goes into it, which is good.
Lilli, you mentioned other characters' voices. Is there a line that any of you have done that was a off character, somebody who just pops up, doesn't actually have really a name, maybe he's like henchman number one? Is there a line that you did that you go, that's me too?
My favorite is.
Which one?
My favorite is, should I leave my wife? Should I kill my wife?
Yeah, and in the first episode of season 2, I'm that reporter who's like, and I just killed my wife. Should I kill my wife? I just killed my wife.
I regret killing my wife.
And then he's like, hey, did you hear I killed my wife? Yeah, it was in the news. And that was so stupid. Because I feel like when we were recording it, first it was because there's this running gag of the reporters are saying dumb shit, and I was like, initially that guy was just gonna say random stuff every time, and I was like, hey guys, what if we're tracking that he's thinking of murdering his wife, and then he finally does it, and then he regrets it, and then they were and then Viv was like, hey, that's funny, let's try it.
Yeah.
And then it's probably my proudest. Val, whatever. Reporter who killed his wife is truly my magnum opus. But I also voiced Rooster. I'm that random character, Rooster. I'm that's scary.
You got a couple fans.
It's so, and they often ask us to voice incidental characters if we're already called in. So those are always the best.
Yeah. Lilli, do you have a favorite line?
Oh, I can't think of any.
You're one of the Love in the Bottle girls. You sing the backup in Love in the Bottle.
I sing. I'm the back. I'm the back. It's the doo-wop girls in the Love in the Bottle.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. I can't think of any like one-off lines that I just threw out there.
But we'll be listening for all of those little
Yeah.
details now. What about you, Christian?
In season 3, I play Will Arnett as himself.
He's
Spoiler! It's a spoiler! Oh my god!
Sorry.
Oh my god, it's a spoiler!
We're hoping he gets redemption. Before I let you go, can I ask you a couple random questions?
Sure.
Please.
Okay, you can answer this if you want to. You don't have to.
Is this like a
is-
speed round?
There's a speed round.
Oh, I like it.
The first one is, what is your grossest habit?
Oh, God.
Like mine is biting my nails. I mean, it's, some people would say it's gross.
I mispronounce local foods.
Disgusting. How could you? I know, that's a thinker. We'll come
I
back.
love like cold pizza.
Okay.
Like
That's terrible.
I will take it right out of the refrigerator and I'll eat it. I actually kind of like it more than hot pizza.
I baby bird my kids.
Wait, what are you
don't.
baby birding?
Like, you know, when you take a bite out of something and then just like,
That's really cute. Onto the plate.
no, like straight
Here
into
you
their
go.
mouth.
Right,
It's
it's
not
not
bad.
I'm like, lean back, baby, lean back.
Preach you.
Speed round. You have 22 seconds.
You guys are so busy. What relaxes you? What's your one thing, your go-to to be
I
relaxed?
love to doodle. I'm a doodler.
Marijuana.
Yeah. It's legal in New York now. It's great.
And what's something that would surprise us that we could find in your refrigerator or pantry?
I just really went through a box of Crunch Berries really fast last week.
Delicious. The Oops All Berries?
No, I need a little bit of the caffeine
actual-
in there.
My favorite condiment is gochujang.
What is that?
It's like this Korean sweet and spicy sauce.
Yum.
The end. Thank you.
Joelle?
That's from Wicked?
I try to always buy that like ube ice cream from
Okay.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Like, it's ube. You ever tried ube?
Delicious.
It's like taro. It's like a purple. No, it's technically like a potato.
Yeah, potato.
But it's very
Like a root.
tuber. Delicious.
Is it dairy-free?
No, I think there's dairy all up in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be able to find it dairy-free. Maybe, maybe. Well, it was so much fun hanging out with you guys. Yay! Like, first panel of Fan Expo New Orleans. Yay!
Thanks for coming.
No, thank you guys for being here. Are you gonna be here all weekend?
Yeah. All weekend.
Yeah,
Come
so
visit us.
stop by the booth,
Yeah,
say
come
hello.
by.
Come see us.
Yay! Give it up.